Hi all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Police and the FBI are desperately searching for a missing 2-year-old who was abducted by her mother's ex-boyfriend on July 2nd of 2023 in Lansing, Michigan. Her name is Winter Smith, and police say she was abducted after her mother's ex-boyfriend attacked her mother. He stabbed her and she stabbed him back, so he took little Winter and fled with her in Winter's mother's car late at night. An Amber Alert was issued for her mother's white Impala, and police located it in the early hours of July 3rd. When police made an effort to stop the suspect, he fled and crashed in the city of St. Clair Shores, just north of Detroit. But when they pulled him out of the car, Winter was not in the car with him. She was gone. The kidnapping suspect, Rashad Treese, was taken to the hospital and is currently guarded by police, who say he isn't talking. So, police say they have no idea where little Winter is. Treese covered quite a large area as he traveled from Lansing to the Detroit area, and police say Winter could have been dropped off anywhere along his driving route. So they've released the route that they believe he took and are asking anyone traveling that route to keep their eyes open for anything suspicious or out of place. They are also asking for any homes and businesses along the route to check their security cam footage for the white Impala during the hours of 11 p.m. on July 2nd and 5 a.m. on July 3rd when he was stopped and arrested. Police also released a second map showing that they believe he circled South Lansing before leaving the city and heading for the Detroit area. Here's one of the maps in case you are from Michigan and or are familiar with the area. I know it's not very clear, but if you want better pictures, you can find them on the clickondetroit.com website. Here's some better information about the route they think he took as well.
And the FBI has been involved in this investigation from the very beginning.
For the first time, we are hearing from the federal agents assigned to the search for 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith of Lansing, now missing for 2 days. The FBI says they are giving it everything they've got.
We are bringing every resource we have, both here in our field office, in our sub-offices across the state, and drawing on our headquarters resources, including our child abduction response team, behavioral analysis units, and other technical units to assist the Lansing Police Department.
Investigators released a more detailed route that they believe the suspect, Rashad Treese, took after Winter's mother was stabbed during an altercation Sunday night. Police say Treese then took off in a stolen white Chevy Impala. This map shows him making a circle around southern Lansing around 11:20 p.m. before heading east on 96 towards Detroit. By 12:50 a.m., he's tracked heading up to Lathrop Village before taking the Southfield Freeway to just north of Dearborn between 1:10 and 2:40 a.m.
We know that he has friends and family in various locations around the state, so we're trying to eliminate all the acquaintances and associates that he has.
He then steadily makes his way east, winding up in St. Clair Shores just before 5 a.m. when he eventually crashes into a police car and is taken into custody.
They're probably pinging the phones to follow his trail back to Lansing, social media, any family contacts, anything that might lead them to the child.
Steve Dolan is a former assistant chief with Detroit Police. He walked us through how law enforcement from several jurisdictions are likely working the case, sorting through countless tips.
Looking at Michigan State, at the shooting in Michigan State, how many tips came in that were false? So you got, like I said, the incident command. Okay, you do this, let's go through these tips, try to follow up. It's multiple agencies. That's the hard part. I think I've seen the car. I think I've seen the child. And you have to follow up on every tip until you find the child, because it's a time frame. After 48 hours, it gets scary.
And perhaps the hardest part, trying to get any information from the suspect himself.
The suspect is in a hospital in the Detroit area, but the Lansing Police Department officers are guarding him right now, and as soon as he's cleared from medical, then he will be transported up here to Ingham County.
You can't show your anger. You have to sympathize with the individual. Yeah, I know. I get it. You know, I'm divorced, or my wife left me, my husband left me. My kids drive me. I understand totally where you're at. So I understand your frustration and try to build a confidence and try to build a relationship. And hopefully, and that's not always a good cop, bad cop stuff you see on TV. Sometimes you really try to sympathize with this guy because all you want to do is find this child.
Yeah, no doubt about that. As mentioned before, there's a $25,000 reward for information that leads to this little girl, to Winter, and also no tip is too small. That's what investigators are saying here. They're working around the clock. As we mentioned, if you know anything, if anything did not look right to you at all, if anything stood out, you can call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI, 1-800-CALL-FBI. That is the tip line. Reporting live, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Dave, we know there's one person who police think knows about Winter's whereabouts. That's Rashad Trice. You hope they're able to get this out of him. We know every hour counts.
Yeah, every hour counts, and you got a glimpse of how this type of thing works. Some have called it an interrogation or this interview process, more so in this case, how you get that kind of information out. It takes patience, it takes relating to a suspect, it takes several different techniques, others that weren't even talked about, to try to get that critical information.
Yeah.
There's a $25,000 reward being offered for information leading to little 2-year-old Winter's whereabouts. And police are making it loud and clear that if someone is holding her and refusing to cooperate with the police and FBI, they will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Here's Winter's heartbroken grandmother, along with more detailed information about the route the suspect drove.
Tonight, the FBI is offering a $25,000 reward for the 2-year-old missing since Sunday night. That's when police say that Rashad Trice kidnapped the child after violently attacking her mother. From Lansing to Detroit, the FBI and local police are all hands on deck to bring the toddler home. 7 Action News reporter Brett Cast spoke to the grandmother, whose daughter was attacked, and shares their plea for answers.
Well, this area in Southfield is supposedly one of the places that the suspect Rashad Trice had traveled on his way from Lansing to St. Clair Shores. According to the route the FBI put out today, he got off 696, then went north on Southfield Road at 12 Mile before going south again to get on 96 on his way to St. Clair Shores. And the FBI says if you're driving these roads, keep your eyes peeled.
Winter is just a bundle of love and joy. She's just like a little angel. She brings the brightest light ever.
The last 48 hours, an ongoing tragedy for Willeen Cannon and family after her 22-year-old daughter was stabbed by an ex-boyfriend, who authorities believe then kidnapped Cannon's granddaughter, 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith. The ex-boyfriend, who is not Winter's father, was soon arrested in St. Clair Shores, but Winter was nowhere to be found.
We're all devastated. It's hard day by day moving on without this child, knowing that she's missing, and we don't know what's happening to her, if anything.
Cannon says her daughter is now out of the hospital, recovering from the physical attack, but the emotional injuries remain. The ex-boyfriend staying silent on Winter's whereabouts.
It's torturing, it's mentally torturing. And, we can't move on like this for too much longer. We have to get this child home.
The FBI holding a press conference this afternoon announcing a $25,000 reward for information. The search outside the family's apartment complex in Lansing on Monday used drones in the sky, dive boats in the water, and boots on the ground. This evening, we spotted what appeared to be FBI agents gathered at a closed rest stop off I-96 in Howell. The Bureau released the suspect's route from Lansing to Metro Detroit, asking drivers to look for anything suspicious.
We're pretty certain at this point that she may be okay, and we're praying that she's okay, but we need everyone's help to bring her home safely.
Cannon says the family has no leads on where Winter is or what condition she's in. They remain hopeful, asking for tips and prayers that Winter is brought home safe and sound.
Please bring her baby home. We love Winter. We miss her. We mourn her, even in her living life, because we don't know where she is.
And during this time, Trice was driving a 2013 white Chevy Impala. Winter is described as having braided hair down to about her shoulder. She was wearing a white shirt with a rainbow on it. If you know anything, contact the FBI at their hotline, 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Little Winter may be in danger. She's been gone too long. Please, consider sharing this information or any information you find out about her on your social media to help her get found safely. She's 2, she's in danger, and she needs our help. Please, join me in praying that she's found safe soon. Thank you for listening. You know I appreciate your time. And if you're interested, here is the press conference detailing everything police are doing to find little Winter.
Everybody ready? Good? Okay. Thank you for all being here today. I appreciate you for coming in. My name is Ellery Sozer. I'm the Chief of Police here in Lansing, Michigan. That's ELLERYSOSEBEE. The purpose of this press conference is to continue to update everyone with new information and to share what has been done in hopes that will bring us a few steps closer to finding our missing 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith. We speak for everyone, specifically the mother and the family, when we say we just want Winter home safe. Since the Amber Alert, we have received countless tips and information on the whereabouts of Winter. There are many agencies and multiple teams working together in Lansing, Detroit, and everywhere in between to follow up on all and every new piece of information that we get. So a little summary about the case. On July 2nd, approximately 23:19 hours, accused Rashad Malik Trice was in a domestic altercation with our 22-year-old victim, which is Winter's mother, in the 3000 block of Beaujardin in Lansing. The victim sustained multiple stab wounds in the assault, but was able to leave the house and call for help from a nearby neighbor. When police arrived, they found the accused gone and the victim's 2-year-old daughter, Winter, missing. When the accused was later arrested in St. Clair Shores, he did not have the missing 2-year-old with him. Since this event, the Lansing Police Department, along with all of our area, county, and state partners, have teamed up with the FBI to search for Winter. We have searched the area of the incident using door-to-door canvases, canine searches, drones, multiple helicopter searches with heat signature technology, and our dive team, which is our scuba team, in the area with no success so far. Our partner teams in Detroit have investigated known associates who frequent addresses related to the accused. And finally, we've kept the public up to date with our efforts and facts out of the case in hopes to finding new witnesses, new information, and to help the public know the areas where they can assist us by searching. We have active teams out searching at this very minute, following up on tips and information that have come in through those avenues. What we need now is the public's continued support and assistance. We have shared the suspect's known routes and the vehicle he was driving, as you were given in a hard copy, and we'll also be able to provide that in another format later today. This route will be shared with everyone, and please push it out so everyone knows and has an accurate indication. This is an approximate route based on information that we've received since this incident started. If you have any security cameras or Ring doorbells, please check your systems. If you travel the approximate route, please keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. If you own any property or work on any property close to the route, please take some time to look around and call if you see anything out of place or unusual. We will stay the course. We will continue to investigate this case to the fullest of our capabilities. Please be cautious on spreading misinformation about this investigation. It's only harmful and sets us back in our efforts. Furthermore, if anybody has knowledge of Winter's whereabouts and chooses not to come forward by choice, you will be charged appropriately. We are here today because we are dedicated and committed to bringing Winter home. Winter is one of our kids, and we won't rest until we find her. I will be remiss if I didn't acknowledge some of our colleagues and partners that are here today, as well as who supported us and assisted us with this investigation. First and foremost, the men and women of the Lansing Police Department, the FBI offices in Lansing and Detroit, Ingham County Sheriff's Office, Eaton County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, our local law enforcement partners, St. Clair Shores Police Department, Detroit Police Department, our Ingham County Prosecutor John Duane, and of course Mayor Shore, who is here with us today. I have also heard personally from several of our key stakeholders in the city, such as our local and state officials and representatives, our local clergy who is here with us today, and those of the community who have assisted us in tips and information moving forward. Your support for our community in this time of need means very much to us, giving us the hope for a successful resolution and to bring Winter home. We will not give up on winter. We will keep hope and prayers alive for a safe return of winter. I will now turn it over to FBI Special Agent in Charge, Devin Kowalski.
Thank you, Chief Sosby. Good afternoon. My name is Devin Kowalski. That's D-E-V-I-N. Last name Kowalski, K-O-W-A-L-S-K-I. I'm the acting special agent in charge of the FBI field office here in Michigan. First and foremost, our hearts are with Winter Cole Smith and her family. This is a horrific situation, and the FBI has been involved in this investigation from the very beginning in support of Chief Sosby and the Lansing Police Department. We are bringing every resource we have, both here in our field office, in our sub-offices across the state, and drawing on our headquarters resources, including our child abduction response team, behavioral analysis units, and other technical units to assist the Lansing Police Department. As the Chief noted, we thank you for the public's ongoing assistance, and we continue to ask for your assistance with information related to Winter's whereabouts. Please contact us at 1-800-CALL-FBI. That's 1-800-CALL-FBI, or www.tips.fbi.gov. That's www.tips.fbi.gov. Contact us at this phone number or website if you have any valuable information that can help us find her. This afternoon, the FBI is announcing that we are offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to the location of Winter. I want to take a moment and thank the hardworking women and men of the Lansing Police Department, the St. Clair Shores Police Department, the Detroit Police Department, Michigan State Police, and a vast team from the FBI and our field office and headquarters for their relentless, around-the-clock efforts looking for Winter and putting this case together. And again, I want to thank members of the community for your contributions. We need you. The FBI is part of the Lansing community. We don't just work here. We live here. There is no higher priority for us than to support Lansing Police Department in locating Winter. Thank you.
Obviously, this is an ongoing investigation that won't have a lot of comments that I'll be able to answer, but I'll open the floor up now for any questions that I can. Yes?
What is Trice charged with officially?
The initial charges, I don't have all of them right now because there's multiple jurisdictions in this case. Yes?
You talked about the route that Trice took after leaving Lansing. Are you able to shed any light as to why he traveled any of those places? Going west, going towards Detroit, some of the other locations? Any idea what he was doing?
Not at this time. We know that that he has friends and family in various locations around the state. So we're trying to eliminate all the acquaintances and associates that he has.
You talked about if anyone else was involved in addition to that, and it was a message that was stressed yesterday, they too could be prosecuted. That's a message you still want to reiterate?
Absolutely. If anybody has any knowledge of Winter's whereabouts or has control of Winter, that they need to know that they will be prosecuted to the fullest if they're involved in this in any way.
Where's the suspect being housed right now?
Suspect is in a hospital in the Detroit area, but the Lansing Police Department officers are guarding him right now, and as soon as he's cleared from medical, then he will be transported up here to Ingham County. McCoy?
People join search parties or get involved in some other way to help?
Yes, we encourage that everyone that is willing and has the ability to get out and help and to look for Winter, whether it's on the route that was provided or if there was anything that any property anywhere close or in the proximity of the approximate route that you were provided, get out and look for anything out of the unusual, out of the ordinary, and immediately call if there's anything like that. I caution you, though, being that we are on the 4th of July weekend and travel is very thick right now, to be on the highways looking and search parties out on the highways right now is somewhat of a dangerous situation. So I caution anybody that's wanting to be out on the highways right now to look for winter. Traffic is going to be heavy and then get even heavier in the evening, so please be cautious.
You've shared the route with us. Is that something you're pushing out on social media, various platforms too, so that the public can look and then
Yes.
involved if they choose to?
Yes, our media team will be pushing that out along with the FBI.
What is the condition of the suspect? Is he awake? Is he conscious? Is he still not being accommodating? He's not cooperating?
He is awake and conscious, and he is we are in the process of continual interviewing him at this point. Yes.
What's the status of the mom who was smacked and assaulted?
She has been released from the hospital for her injuries. Yes.
You've talked about getting security cameras, doorbell cameras. Have you received any of that already as you continue to look for more?
We have received an abundance of tips and information such as that, but we encourage anybody, obviously, video is a very crucial piece of the evidence to see and produce the route or produce any other evidence. But yes, we have, and we will hopefully continue to.
Is there video access that you've seen that indicate Winter got into the car with this gentleman?
I don't have any information on that right now. A couple more. Anybody else? Okay, as I said before, we will continue to push this effort. We will not give up. We want Winter home with her family. She's one of our kids, and we won't rest until we get her home and bring some safety to her and some closure to her mom. And if there's anybody that has any information, please reach out to us on the FBI tip line or our 911 here in Ingham County and give us any tips. Now, we will continue to give updates through our Public Information Office along with the FBI's Public Information Office, and please look for any other updates on social media. Thank you.